Okay, here's a follow-up video on this Vibrochamp. I think it's 1974. The 66 tube socket was, sloppy. The sockets wasn't gripping the tube very well, so I put in a nice new socket there, and we put in a 1/4-inch speaker jack so you could use it with other cabinets. Don't forget when you do that to use a shorting jack. So if it's plugged in without a load, it's safer. It doesn't fire up a tube. And we used that 5-section cap. I unfortunately had to cut up the chassis a teeny bit, so it didn't short out against the chassis there. But so we straight from the 5Y3, we went to 20 microfarads and went through a 220 ohm 5-watt resistor to the 40 microfarad section, which goes to the primary of the output transformer, and then the other two sections are 20s. And we changed bypass caps on the first two gain stages. I was going to change this one, but actually this is in the vibrato circuit and it's working, so I'm not going to change it. I checked the bias, and with the 470 ohm resistor, it's right up at the top where, at 12 watts. Which is, I guess, alright, because that's what 66 GTA can take, is 12 watts. But we have only a few volts dropping across that 220 ohm resistor, about 5 volts. So it's 366 volts here, and we've got 340 on the plate. Anyway, so it's kind of halfway between blackface voltages and silverface voltages. But that's it. The other thing I wanted to mention before I get to part 3, where you get to hear it, is whenever you're working on an amp, always check the fuse value before you start working on it. Make sure the right one's in there. And when you're changing to a 240 volt transformer like this, you have to divide the fuse value in half. So we have to go to half amp instead of 1 amp. And the other thing I'll mention is when you do a job, always plug it through your light bulb current limiter first, because if you made any big mistakes, that'll burn bright, indicating there's a problem or short or somewhere, and you won't fry any of your new components. So anyway, in the next video I'll plug it in and see how it sounds.